Hi. So this week we're at, I call this the first rooster that we have in the form. And then we have 3 retreating brush knees, and then this wipe-off. So basically from fist under elbow it looks like this. You're going to separate the hands and the foot, step back, turn, palms face you, and you slide the right foot back nice and wide. Then you turn to the left, the palms face you, and you slide the left foot back. Then the right hand's going to come up and the weight goes back a little bit, then it goes back 100% into this vertical wipe-off. Alright, Lenny. So, first this rooster business. So, we are at fist under elbow, which is actually looking like, yeah, this way. That's kind of where we stop from the grab. And he doesn't like it too much. He gets my hand with his other hand. He's allowed to. And when he does, I'm going to take his right arm and pull it down towards my right hip and put my left foot on his left knee. So it's kind of a sweep. And he's got this, yeah. It's kind of a sweep, and you're breaking the leg at the knee. At least his stability there. This hand helps a lot because it forces his weight on that front leg. This right hand should drop down, and as this comes up. So that's really from a grab if he grabs this arm. And you can see what it does. Now, your hand's ready to do lots of striking. And if you start from this position, you can do it from that position as well if you want. You can also, he can try to cross, you can cross grab too, right on right, and you'll see it again. You're just going to strike with that, and then if he grabs you, you get your release by just dropping the hand and pushing your hand into his head. If it's the same side grab, it works fine too. You just again push it down and put the foot there, and this should block you from that strike. The left hand should be up to cover your face. So now we can look at a punch. First, from fist under elbow, he can throw a hook with his right, and you just look at that. So as the hook comes in, your foot comes in. This hand can just point into the liver or the spleen, or it can just block if he decides to do a 1-2. So if it goes high-low, you can see it really clearly. 1, 2, and you still have your foot. So you're blocking and striking almost simultaneously with the foot. That's on the inside. On the outside, if he goes straight with his left, you look at just parry with this and get that foot in there. This can come in later if you need it. We okay? So that's kind of some of the punches that are possible. Now he grabs me around the waist, and you're going to look at this. You're going to peel this head down and lift this hand up, and then your foot goes right where his leg is. You can also put the knee up into the groin or into the liver, and then push the knee. So this will get him off. It's kind of just get off of me kind of thing. So that's the fist, from fist under elbow to this rooster. I call it rooster. And then the book calls it repulse monkey, but I just call it retreating brush knees because it looks more like retreating brush knee. So again, from we'll just do the punch because this is just a review of brush knee. So if I'm here and he punches with that right again, I'm going to go straight to my head. You're just going to parry it out. And then when the punch comes in, you step back. Okay, again, straights, just do straights. And you just can kind of repeat this, see it? And then this just come in if you can get there in time. See it? So best, if he does straights, to just cross him as best you can. So this will cross him eventually. See it? See how I've crossed his body? So this is kind of what it looks like. And you want to keep your weight forward so you can get your hand to his eyes and throat. But we're kind of not doing that this week. We're actually, that's just the transition into the next pose. So let's Yeah, from the last brush knee, he grabs this wrist, and I want to get a release, so what I'm going to do is something that looks like that. So I'm going to come underneath the wrist, and I can actually squeeze it with my bicep and break it. This way. This is nice because if he decides to punch me as I'm doing this, you've got a block. And these can go to the eyes. So if he double grabs, you can also just do it across the arm this way. Right? If you want to do a replace, you can just take the arm. See the replace? So if you want to make his grab your grab, so to speak, see it? Then you get that. And then you still have that. So there's really a whole bunch of stuff just in that little thing right here. So it's a really good thing to see. You can also just peel the elbow out. And that's kind of safe, can get him off you if you want. That's kind of a little bit risky because he still has his arm two available to hit me with. But at least he's turned. You can also come under the arm if you like, but you still have to deal with the hand, see? And it's got his elbow. So I don't like that as much. I like to trap or move the arm so that I can move his body. That's ideal. So the punch comes in. Now, yeah, we'll start with the left straight first. We're going to look at inside and outside for this one. So there's the wipe off and here's the strike. And it's pretty straightforward. You just wipe and go. See it? So that's this. And you're just taking that punch and bypassing, shift back and strike. On the inside it works fine on a hook. You just do the same thing. Right, that's why I showed it on the outside first, so you see the inside easy. Notice the elbows, notice the wrists, notice the strike. Okay? So again, I'm attacking his joints and attacking his neck. And from the inside again, you want to go back to the first thing you did. That is, you can take this, and instead of striking here, you can just lift this underneath and just turn him. That way, if you want to get him away from you, and you're worried about that left hand, which you should be, you can deal with it that way. But again, there's so much more. I'm just scratching the surface here. He grabs around the waist now. That was the punches, right? That was inside and out. So that's okay, you know, good place to start. From around the waist, you're going to literally come under his head and just peel the head out if you can. So if he's already got you, yeah, you're going to come under this way. Here's the elbows and the wrists again. And just peel them out. So if he's too big and strong, you won't be able to use the arm, get under his arm at all. It's just too big. So what you're going to do is just come under his head if you can, and try to lock the head in this position. Right. What else? Grab again. There's one more thing. Oh, you can also just shift back and kind of turn him out with it. If you put this under his left armpit when he grabs you, you just put it under his armpit and turn him out. That'll work as well. Again, there's a lot, but I'm just shortening it for time's sake, because nobody watches these things anyway, besides me. So, now push hands version. So, we have to do the other foot. Yeah. So you're going to have your left foot forward for the push hands version, and he's going to push too hard with his left, and you're going to root it down with his right shoulder. So don't bring the right shoulder back. And as that happens, you just push his foot out with your foot. You're just literally doing that. This is the push, is your foot. So as you go down, the foot goes out. And you have all this stuff as a backup. So if he does do a 1-2, he pushes here, starts pushing there, that's fine, you still can do it. See? Got a lot possible. Then the push hands for the other one is the right foot forward. And he pushes too hard with his other hand, which would be his right. And this can go right in the sternum and just push out. But again, you have to take the circle this way. So when when the pressure comes in, you're not doing that because then you lose the circle. You lose the neutralization. You neutralize and just go straight across the neutralization of the circle. Does that make any sense? But basically, you don't want to lose the pressure. You want to just keep it, drop it into your left foot, and lift your right hand as you turn. Okay.